Hi, my name is Phoebe. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today's video, sorry if the camera angle is kind of wonky and the lighting behind me. It's nighttime when I'm filming this and it's in Australia. I'm also from Australia, so what I'm about to talk about just take with a bit of grain of salt, and my experience will be different from others. So let's get into it. So today I will be discussing things that I also got notes. Sorry if I look down. I will be going into things I wish I knew before getting into K-pop and going to my first K-pop concert. I would like to add my first K-pop concert was Stray Kids for their Maniac tour in February last year. I think 18th, it was night 2. There is a video on my channel. I went with a friend and I've been to a few since. So to name a few, I have been to Blackpink, I've been to P1 Harmony, I've been to Twice, I have been to ITZY, I've been to IVE. Who else have I seen? I think that's all that I can think of off the top of my head, and I am going to see Stray Kids again at the end in October when they perform at Marvel for their start of their not the very start, but like the third stop in for their Dominate World Tour, and I'm very excited to expect a video on that to come. So the first thing that I kind of took note of was getting into K-pop. So I think every experience is different. Like for getting into K-pop, like you can either just take your time getting into K-pop. That's what I did. I mean, if you think about it all the way back, Gangnam Style was kind of my first introduction to K-pop, but didn't know that it was K-pop until later on. And then around I think 2016, 2017 when Blackpink released Kill This Love and that kind of stuff, I kind of started becoming a casual listener of Blackpink and was kind of a casual, hardly listen to them, but like a casual listener for Blackpink for about, first listened to like in 2016, 2017, but probably got into it, I think it was more 2017, probably got more into it in like 2018, 2019. So this is what I mean, for some people can really take some time to probably get into it. And then in 2019, I got more into BTS and just started watching videos of like their variety shows and things like that, and started getting more into BTS and just kind of watching their stuff and getting into music videos. And it is okay to jump around groups as well. And then I started listening to, I think I first got introduced to Stray Kids in 2020 when God's Menu came out. I think it was around that time. Listened to like one of their songs, like the Cooking Like a Chef, I'm 5-star Michelin, that part was on I think Instagram or TikTok, one of the two. And then I probably got into them in like 2022 with Circus, and it's only grown since. So you can either get into it right away and just hear a song like I know from quite a few stays. I'm going to refer to that because that's the community I'm like part of the most. That some people listen to a song and be like, I am hooked, I'm on it straight away. And then there is those that you will sometimes take time to listen to and get into a certain group. Like it did take me a little while to get into Blackpink and like BTS and things like that. So the next thing is it's okay to like more than one group. Like for me, main group is Stray Kids, but BTS is in there, 17 is mildly in there, 80s is in there, mainly boy groups, and I feel like there will be mainly boy group fans and girl group fans. I've also been to mostly girl groups, concert-wise at least, because Stray Kids have come, I think Cards come, I didn't see them, P1 Harmony's come, like few boy groups have come, but it's, I feel like mainly girl groups coming, and the boy groups that I want to see include like TXT, 17, 80s and things like that, but TXT probably won't come to Australia, nor BTS, maybe 17 and 80s. So yeah, and it's okay to, like I said, it's okay to like multiple groups, like I said, like I've good, mainly boy groups that I like listening to. So yeah, with Twice kind of being in there, like IVE, Blackpink, that kind of stuff. And then you can also be like, it's okay to not be in, not like a certain group more than others. Like Stray Kid fan, like stays, there'll probably be people who like them a lot more than I do, and then people who won't like them as much as I will, like more casual listeners, and then more intense fans, like stays. Like no matter how much you're into a group, if you like them, like even a casual, that is fine. And then another thing that I like was, you don't have to get albums, you don't have to buy them. Like I've got 4 albums, 3 Stray Kids and a BTS, but I only started getting them, I got 2 for myself at Christmas time last year as a Christmas gift for myself, and then I got 2 more a little while ago. Like you don't need to get albums, only do it if you can afford it, because it can sometimes be very expensive in Australian dollars. So AED, I think my albums ranged from like $40 to like $50, which is kind of expensive for an album. So yeah, but what I had, the albums that I got were the No Easy album, The Maxident, and 5 Star of Stray Kids. 5 Star because it was like, at the time that I got it, 8 had just come out, so it was still relatively newish, so kind of expensive. But the No, when I got Maxident, that was, they had maybe released 1 album after that. I think they had released at least 1 album after that, like mini album. And then Love Yourself, been out for a while, but it's BTS. So yeah, this next point is kind of concert related, kind of general. It's a bit of both. You do not need a light stick. Like I will quickly show you. Like I've got the IVE light stick, which I got from a concert recently here in Melbourne. And then I've also got the Twice Candy Bomb. Like, yeah, I've got 2. And I'm maybe not into the group as much as I am with Stray Kids. But yeah, they are kind of expensive. I think for both it was around $90 to $100, which is quite expensive. So yeah, I think the Blackpink one, when I went to see them, was like 110, like 110. So they are quite expensive. You don't need them. I will be trying to get the Stray Kids one, but that's because I plan on definitely seeing them in the future, as well as the other groups. But definitely Stray Kids, I definitely want to try and see them a lot more. And now more into the concert related things. So the first one is, unlike with a bunch of Western artists, they don't really have any openers. Like occasionally K-pop groups have opening acts, but very rarely do they have opening acts. I have not been to a K-pop concert where they've had an opener. So yeah, that's one thing. But if you also go to a concert, enjoy. You don't have to have a light stick to enjoy. Like before I got my first Twice light stick, I'd been to multiple concerts with that during the Western and K-pop. No light stick obviously for Western artists, but for both I didn't have a light stick until I got into Twice. They do sell out quickly depending on the venue as well. Light sticks, I think IVE, they were at Rod Laver, and I think they sell out quite quickly because they have less stock than if they were at like Marvel. Seeing that, I think for IVE, I managed to get there when just before the thing opened and there was hardly anyone there, so I could get a light stick. But for Twice, I think I didn't go to the one that opened at 12, I went to the one that opened a bit later and maybe got there an hour or two after it opened, and I still managed to get a light stick. So it just depends on where you are in the world, the venue size, and if they do it. So you don't need it. Like I went to Stray Kids, Blackpink, ITZY, who else? P1 Harmony, Blackpink, Twice, ITZY, IVE. Out of the 6, 4 of them I didn't have a light stick for. And like I still thoroughly enjoyed the concert. Like I think for IVE, I didn't really see it too much. I think I saw one person at Twice with another group's light stick. Like you don't have, like if you have a light stick that isn't the group, you can take it. Just be wary of feuds online, like sometimes people can get a bit iffy. But yeah, Twice, the person I was next to had a New Jeans light stick, and that was really the only person I saw with a different light stick. At least that was obvious to me because I saw them at Marvel. But for IVE, I couldn't connect my light stick to be part of the concert, so I just did the lights on and off. But I saw like multiple people with different groups' light sticks. If you have them, you can still take another group's light stick, like Fatia, I think that's how you say it, who's an American YouTuber, similar age to I am, who's been to a few K-pop concerts. I think quite a few. I think she took a Stray Kids light stick to like IVE or something. Like she took another group's light stick to to the concert she went to. She took another group's. So yeah, also enjoy yourself. Enjoy the concert. You don't have to get merch. No matter where you're sitting. Like for Stray Kids, Blackpink, and for a whole lot of Western artists, I was sitting the last row or the second last row at Rod Laver Arena. Apart from, I think, 2 concerts that I've been to, I've been pretty much up the very back. 2, I was either on the grass, so Twice I was VIP, Charlie Puth I was barricade, Pink I was not on the ground, but I was like level 2 Marble, Harry Styles I was towards the back. Like you can just enjoy yourself no matter where you're sitting. You don't have to buy merch. I mean, I've bought, either my mum's bought merch for me or I've bought myself merch from every single concert that I've been to except 2, and that was Stray Kids and Harry Styles, and they were a week apart, and I had barely no money after getting those tickets, and I also wasn't working, so yeah, so enjoy your time. Something else is 98, maybe a bit less, like 97-98% of the time, they will be on time. They will start, if it says they start at 7:30, the chance that they're starting at 7:30 is quite high, or within the 5 minutes after they say they're going on. Like I know I've heard a few artists be like Nicki Minaj, who start like 2 hours after. There's a very high chance, like extremely high chance, that they will be starting on time, so be there 5-10 minutes before the concert starts at least. I think Stray Kids, me and my friend were basically running there like 2 minutes beforehand. And I think ITZY, I was quite late. I didn't miss any of it, but I got there like 2 minutes beforehand. Do not recommend. Partly because ITZY, I had uni earlier in the day, and by the time I got back, got ready, then walked to the station, took some time, and got merch. It is expensive to get tickets. I think the cheapest I spent was $90 on a ticket. That was for Stray Kids, second last row, but most of the time it ranges between $90 to $100. I'm just rounding up, like $90 to $100 minimum, like for the cheapest seats, up to, for Twice I paid just under $500 for the ticket, including handling. It went just over Stray Kids I paid just over $500. It was like $501 or something for the upcoming one, but that's VIP, so they can get quite expensive, as well as depending on the artist and where the concert is. I would not rely on other countries, because I think Singapore, it was like 300 AED, like 350 AED for VIP, and we got 500. So it can get quite expensive depending on which country you're in as well. Another thing is merch. Merch can get kind of expensive, but they have more of a range. Like I think Stray Kids and like Twice at least had like tops, crop tops, trackies, bucket hats, key rings, light sticks, like a whole range. But most of the time it goes up to like $120. Similar with Western artists, but for like, I think my Blackpink jumper and like Twice jumper and things like that, it was like $100. $20 AUD, which was a key ring, and there was also a drink bottle for 30, like a pouch for 30, a hat for 50, 2 hats for 50, including a bucket hat. The most expensive was 120, which was a jumper. The light stick was $90. I think Blackpink was similar, but then they also have like trackies. So merch can be kind of expensive, as I was saying. But yeah, they seem to have more of a range. So like they had a t-shirt, 2 kind of different cropped tops, cropped hoodie, a hoodie, 2 t-shirts, a sweater, trackies, and things like that. But it ranged from like 20 to 120, but like one 120 thing. But like the shirts are like $50. And then for Stray Kids, I went and just took a screenshot of this a little while ago from the Live Nation Australia Instagram account, so that way you can just kind of look at it. The Stray Kids light stick was 90 as well, but they had like key rings, headbands, a cap, a bucket hat, beanie, a sweater, sweatpants, jumper, t-shirt, cropped jumper, things like that. The cheapest was 25 and the most expensive was 120, with a few, like 3 different options for 120. So yeah, so it can get kind of expensive, but I've seen Western artists like this jumper from Nile, 120, t-shirts $70. Like Western artists might not have as much range, or like a similar range but quite similar depending on the artist, but can be quite a bit more expensive. Like I think my Charlie Puth jumper was like $90, maybe not 90, like $100, like kind of expensive. So yeah, you don't also have to get merch, like depending on the person. Like I know I love collecting merch. Like the 2 times I haven't collected merch were probably 2 of the better concerts that I've been to, which I might do another video ranking all the concerts I've been to, which will be really hard apart from one. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video on things I was showing you about going to my first K-pop concert and about getting into K-pop, because I feel like there's not a whole lot of videos and I kind of wish I knew, but I feel like you can get kind of obsessed with a group if you find a group that you really like. Like for me, Stray Kids just overtook. I'll quickly show you actually what my shelf looks like for that. Hello. Like I've got, that whole bucket is full of merch. That is pajamas with a tiny bit of merch. This is my shelf that I mainly keep light sticks and things on, and like other groups like Twice stuff that has a pop socket of a Twice. Like a bunch of these were freebies, like Stray Kids, BTS, their Eye light stick. I bought that from a shop, but I don't think the shop's opening anymore. Then my Stray Kids shelf. Tickets from Maniac, you can clearly tell who my bias is. So yes. So you don't need to get any of that stuff. It's just good, I guess, to, like, if you want to spend the money, spend the money. But it can get quite expensive and overwhelming if you don't really know what to expect. But sometimes it's okay to go in somewhat blind. But if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, don't worry. It takes time sometimes to figure things out, like, you'll be fine. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.